A Napa guy knows the only way you'd give a freshly minted driver a brand new car is if he promises to never drive it. Instead, let him grind the gears and knock over the neighbor's mailbox in something a little more suited to his skill level. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, he can safely drive something that's nearly as old as he is. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for him. That's Napa know-how.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good early evening to you folks, and thank you for tuning in with me once again. And you're listening to another edition of True Conservative Radio. And of course, I'm your host, the man they call Ghost, and I want to thank you for tuning in with me once again. Now, I know I've been off for a long period of time, and this is somewhat of an impromptu show, so to speak. But, you know, like I've said previous, there's a lot of reasons that I haven't been on here, some of which has to do with high blood pressure problems, but who gives a crap about those things? All right, another thing that's prohibited me or kind of made me a little apprehensive from coming on to the Blog Talk Radio Network is all the damn technical difficulties that I have when I come up on here and attempt to do a broadcast. Now, it seems to me like everything is going okay. I'm looking at the chat room. Chat room's up and running. It seems like the switchboard is up and running, so I hope that we have ourselves a decent show this evening. Now, I understand I've been going for a long damn time, and I'm sure there's a lot of you people that are out there wondering to yourself, saying, well, Ghost, what in the blue hell happened to you? I mean, what are you doing, sitting there playing with your pecker shaft or something? No, folks, I'm not. Well, maybe I am. Who in the blue hell knows? The fact of the matter is that I have a high blood pressure problem, and according to this ridiculous, belligerent doctor that I've got going on here, he's attributed to the damn Blog Talk Radio Network and the 2 hours I spend trying to get up on here and relay some discourse out there to anybody who's willing to listen to the damn thing. So I have basically said, screw doctors' orders, okay? I mean, well, what are doctors anyway? They're modern-day dope pushers. That's what they are. And let me tell you something. If you're a doctor, screw you, okay? You're modern-day dope pushers. You don't know your asses from your elbow. I mean, people might as well go ahead and get on the Internet and try to research the ailments they got going on, because they'll make a better educated guess than you Nimrods. I mean, that's all doctors are nowadays, is nothing but modern-day dope pushers. And it makes me sick. I mean, I don't mean to get off on a tirade about this garbage, but I find it rather coincidental or convenient that you've got kids in medical school right now trying to go out to be general physicians, while at the same time, they're out here trying to get their pharmaceutical degree. Now, why are they becoming a general physician and at the same time getting the pharmaceutical degree? I'll tell you why, folks. Because they want to subscribe drugs to you so you can go down the hallway to their stupid pharmaceutical little outlet out there so they can be the ones selling the drugs to you. And once you start getting all these side effects, haven't you noticed that, folks? Nothing but side effects. Every damn drug you take nowadays, you got anal leakage, you got drips from the urinal. I mean, you got all kinds of ridiculous black tongues, swollen boobs. I mean, they got all kinds of ridiculous side effects to these dumbass medicines or these ridiculous legal drugs. You might as well go out to the damn street pharmacist and get yourself some damn cocaine. At least with cocaine, the only risks you have with it is you get a hole in your nose and your genitals shrink, which I'm sure most of you cokeheads know by now. You little nads having pieces of garbage. Anyway, folks, I know I'm getting off on a completely different subject matter. And let me tell you something, I can feel my blood pressure getting high right now. But I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You want to know why I don't give a damn? Because there's too many damn things happening in the United States of America right now that need to be I guess, amplified on a scale, whether it's through 5 people, 10 people, 1,000 people. I mean, we got a lot of things going on out here. I mean, I can't believe this ridiculous presidential race we got going on. We got some ridiculous bull dyke that refuses to drop out of the race on the Democratic side. You got Barack Obama still talking about change, change, change. I want to throw him about 75 cents because the man's always talking about change. And John Turncoat McCain. Let me tell you something, folks. If you've listened to me on the archive or if you've listened to me in previous shows, you know I hate this piece of liberal trash, John Turncoat McCain. And anybody who tries to discredit me once again, who tries to point a finger at me, spread slanderous lies, personal attacks, all of you people that disagree with the fact that this piece of crap, John Turncoat McCain, is a damn closet liberal, you obviously don't know your ass from your elbow, or you're just following the damn sheep, or you're following the damn message that this ridiculous Republican Party is trying to shove down conservative holes. They're trying to shove it down our hole. That's what they're doing. And all you people out there that are, go John McCain, and you're calling yourself conservative, you don't know crap. You don't know crap. Anyway, folks, let me break open this bottle of water out here before I have a damn coronary. You know, isn't it a damn shame that we got to pay for water? I mean, here we are. We're giving all these tax dollars to this ridiculous government of ours who squanders it off on bridges to nowhere and researching on bears' testicles or whatever the hell they're researching, whatever the hell these pork barrel spending bills pass, whatever in the hell our government spends their money on, and yet they can't implement a decent water infrastructure to deliver us water into our homes that's worth a crap to drink. I got to sit over here and get these ridiculous water bottle companies. And you know damn well that all these water bottle companies are basically taking the damn thing out of the water hose, filtering it through some piece of crap, ridiculous excuse of a filtration system, dumping them off on a damn plastic bottle and selling it to us for about $2.99 a 12-pack. It's ridiculous. But we're buying it. We're buying it like a bunch of morons. And I'm one of them, folks. Don't get me wrong. I'm drinking bottled water right now. If you're sitting over there cross-eyed saying, why the hell is he talking bad about bottled water? Well, I'm drinking it too, so shut your ass. Anyway, folks, I've been going for a long time. I'm babbling. It's been a while, folks. It's been a while since I've been on here, and I'd like to hear from you. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of subject matters. We're going to be talking about what's going on here in the ridiculous presidential campaign, the social landscape, pop culture and all that good stuff, the decimation of the American family, all the good stuff that you come to know and love from Ghost and True Conservative Radio. We are going to be talking about it this evening, and we want to hear from you right now. All right? Grow yourself a pair. Get to the nearest telephone. All right? And don't give me this horse crap that, well, I can't call long distance. Hey, let me tell you something, folks. We are living in a day and age where most carriers, if not all of them, are offering free long distance within the United States of America. All right? So don't give me that crap. All right? Grow yourself a pair. Go to the nearest phone. Give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call right now. That's right. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your opinion out here. If you're one of these bedwetting, long-haired liberal hippies that are out here hugging a tree and trying to save a whale or some crap, won't you go ahead and give me a call? Give me a call and let me know a little bit about your political correctness agenda. All right? If you're one of these hairy, arm-pitted, bull-dyke feminists out here that are out here muff-diving or doing whatever the hell you're doing and you don't like what I'm talking about, I challenge you. You notice every time I talk about this notion of feminism, none of these feminists call me up. You notice that, right? I mean, they just have no well, of course they don't have any testicular fortitude, but they don't have any intestinal fortitude to get on the phone and call me up and try to debate me about these subject matters. All they'll do is they'll probably get in my chat room and flap their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard talking all kinds of garbage. Talking all kinds of garbage with no substance to back it up, folks. And let me tell you something, I get death threats on a consistent basis from these bull-dyke feminists. And let me tell you something, you bulldyke feminists out there that continue, and you know, I've been gone for a long time, folks. I've done some sporadic broadcasting. I haven't been very consistent, and I'm sorry about that. That's why I urge you to bookmark the page, www.blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Add me to your favorites, because this is just sporadic programming here. If I can get my tongue right, for Christ's sake. I'm stumbling over my own tongue like Larry Craig trying to explain what a wide stance is. I mean, holy dog crap. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call out here. I haven't been on Blog Talk Radio for a while. So what I wanted to do is elaborate on what I was talking about last time. I was telling everybody not to underestimate the Clinton slime bag machine. And everybody right now, since Obama won North Carolina and that ridiculous excuse for presidential candidate Hillary Clinton barely squeaked through Indiana. And now everybody's trying to anoint Barack Hussein Obama as the candidate for the Democratic Party. And what is Hillary Clinton doing? She's not backing down. She is not backing down. And let me tell you something, folks. I'm telling you, don't underestimate this Clinton slime bag machine. All right, I'm not throwing the towel in for that ridiculous wannabe feminist Hillary Clinton just yet. I'm not going to do it, because I'm telling you, if you underestimate this ridiculous bulldyke, you are not giving the Clinton slime machine that much credit. I mean, you have to understand, she is married to a man who tried to redefine the definition of is. Is. Tried to redefine it. He tried to question the linguistic validity of it, for Christ's sake. I mean, are you kidding me? Anyway, I don't want to get into old dumb crap that we've all lived and gone through and regretted. But I just want to let everybody know out here that, you know, all these people that are trying to anoint Barack Hussein Obama as the Democratic nominee, I would just hold your damn horses just 1 minute there, all right? I wouldn't drop your panties just yet, all right? I'd look and see if they've got protection, because let me tell you something, Hillary Rotten Clinton is gonna do something here. I mean, don't you think? I mean, prior to the North Carolina and Indiana actual primaries, leading up to those particular primaries, you had this ridiculous, what this idiot, Jeremiah Wright. This Jeremiah Wright situation, trying to affect the whole situation in the primaries. Now, I find it funny, you know, and this just goes to show you that loyalty means garbage in America today, all right? Now, I don't really like any of these candidates, Hillary Rotten Clinton or Barack Hussein Obama. I think they're both pieces of liberal trash. They want to implement some sort of communist, socialist-style governing program in our country, and I just despise it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. But let me tell you something about this Jeremiah Wright, and if anybody happens to know this piece of trash, you email them this damn broadcast, all right? You email that piece of no loyalty having trash this broadcast. Let me tell you something, all right? This idiot's supposed to be some sort of man of God, some sort of pastor, some sort of reverend, whatever in the blue hell he is, right? So you got Barack Hussein Obama actually going to this Nimrod for some sort of spiritual advice. Apparently, this Jeremiah Wright married Barack Hussein Obama and his wife. I mean, the works. The least he could do is show some loyalty to this idiot Barack Hussein Obama. You know, keep his mouth shut, go in a hole somewhere, do something. And not only that, this is his pastor, for Christ's sake. I mean, how would you like your pastor to go out and make you look like a jackass in the general American public, even after you tried to save him? I mean, Barack Hussein Obama should have thrown this idiot under the bus as soon as this crap came to light, but he didn't. He didn't, because let me tell you something, the relationship between a person and their pastor and their spiritual leader it's a close bond. You can't just throw away somebody who you gave your spiritual energy to for so long. And what does this idiot Jeremiah Wright do? He throws Obama under the bus. He makes Obama look like an imbecile, which I think he is anyway, but, I mean, he didn't need Jeremiah Wright's help. And, of course, he wants to put his ridiculous face in the spotlight. Let me tell you something. Jeremiah Wright, you are a despicable piece of trash, okay? And I hope, and let me tell you something, I don't ever say anything religious on this program. Everybody knows this is true conservative radio. I'm a conservative, all right? I stick to moral principles based on the moral ethos of humanity. And I don't ever preach any type of religion on here. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna make a prayer right now. That's right. I'm gonna break tradition of this program, and I am gonna pray right now. It's not because I like Barack Hussein Obama. As a matter of fact, I think he's a damn Marxist piece of trash, in my personal opinion. I just don't like people that are disloyal. I mean, loyalty seems to be extinct in America today. And why is that? Because everybody wants to put their face on the television. Everybody wants to be like that ridiculous philanderous whorebag Paris Hilton. People want their 15 minutes, 15 seconds, 15 milliseconds of fame. That's what people want out here. Or they'll be disloyal to you for some material goods. Hey, here's a new car. Sell your homeboy out, huh? Hey, here's some money. Sell your best friend for 25 years. Sell him down the river. That's how America is nowadays. But let me tell you something, okay? I have said I will not say anything religious, but I'm going to do a prayer right now. Now, I want everybody right now to, if you're not religious, well, go eat some Cheetos or something. If you are, do whatever you have to do. But God, if you're listening, all right, this Jeremiah Wright piece of trash, how could you let this man say he is saying your word when he could be a disloyal piece of trash like that right there? This is what I don't understand. I hate people that are trying to be pious, trying to be religious, when in actuality they're nothing but lying scumbags. So, God, let me tell you something. If you could, and I'm begging you, God, please, if you can do something to Jeremiah Wright, give him some anal leakage, give him cancer of the cock. Do something horrible to this piece of crap, because it's one thing to be disloyal, okay? Everybody's disloyal. I mean, look at Dick Morris with Bill Clinton, for Christ's sake. Dick Morris sold out Bill Clinton like a piece of trash, and rightfully so. But your pastor, the person you go to for spiritual advice, making you look like a buffoonery? I mean, it goes against the very principle of spirituality as far as I'm concerned. And let me tell you something, God, please, I'm begging you, all your energies, get this man Jeremiah Wright and give him a good one up the tailpipe, because he deserves it. Not that I want Obama, because I hate Obama, to be honest with you. I really don't like his politics. I think he's a little screwy in the head. I think he's a little borderline Marxist, in my opinion. But I hate disloyal pieces of trash. I hate it. Especially a damn pastor. And that's all I got to say about that. Excuse me. Anyway. It's either everybody's sticking a Kentucky Fried Chicken grease thumb up their asses, or they're out there playing with their pecker shafts, but nobody's calling me. And, of course, I know why nobody's calling me, because everybody's, oh, I'm intimidated. Oh, God. Oh, you intimidate me, Ghost. Give me a break. All right? That's the problem with America today. There's a lack of personality. I want you to go take a look outside. Go walk around a social arena. Go walk around a mall somewhere and take a look at the uniformity. Take a look at the uniformity in dress. Take a look at the uniformity in facial features, in walk, in talk, all this garbage. And it's demographically dissected. Every demographic has their own peculiar quirks that's uniform in nature. It's uniform. There is no individuality out here anymore. And as a result, that's why you don't have people calling up here trying to stress their opinion, trying to have some discourse on this subject matter, or any subject matter for that case. Because everybody don't have a personality anymore. Everybody's uniform. Everybody wants to be like the person they admire in this damn ridiculous social pissing ground we call an arena. It's ridiculous. People need to take their heads out of their colon holes because it smells up there, all right? Take it out and become an individual, for Christ's sake. Jeez Louise. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869. I'm just going off on a bunch of subject matters that really piss me off. And I know there's probably some Jeremiah Wright fans out there that are like, oh, my God, I can't believe he said that about Jeremiah Wright. Screw Jeremiah Wright, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm telling you, if you know that piece of trash's email address, you tell him I said he's a piece of trash. Because that's what he is. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. It's a Thursday early evening right here, all right? And I want you to give me a call. This is true conservative radio out here, all right? I mean, we're trying to bring back conservative principles. I mean, you got liberalism fruiting up the place out here. I mean, it's fruiting it all up. If you don't believe me. I mean, liberalism has fruited up America so much, if you take a walk outside, it smells like butt crack. So damn fruity. I mean, you take a look at the majority of young males in today's society. Take a look at them under the age of 30. Take a look at them. Take a good look at them, damn it. Take a notice of the feminine physical attributes and the feminine vernacular, the feminine clothing. Take a look at the modern-day clothing out here, for Christ's sake. This Abercrombie bitch, or whatever you call it, and Hollister, whatever you call these ridiculous fabric fruit outlets, whatever you call them, go take a look at them and take a look at the visual attire that they put on our males today, for Christ's sake. They look like they just popped out of the ass crack of George Michael. It's ridiculous, folks. Now, look, I'm not against homosexuals. I know there's a lot of people that email me up saying, oh, Ghost, you're against homosexuals. No, I'm not. I am not. Okay? Whatever you do in the privacy of your home is your business, okay? I don't care what you're doing. But all I'm simply saying is now we are encompassing a pop culture that is being embraced by media, that's being embraced by the institutions that mold our very lives, of this ridiculous pussification of the American male. The absolute pussification. And everybody out there can say, well, you know what, Ghost, you're off your rocker, you don't know what you're talking about. You can say what you want, but the bottom line is anybody who has any kind of observational foresight can understand exactly where in the hell I'm coming from out here. And, of course, I mean, if you've heard every one of my programs, everyone out there knows that it's the feminist movement. I attribute all the faults of America out here to the feminist movement. And I will say it, and I will continue saying it. If you don't like it, well, then go take a crap, because I don't care, okay? You got these feminists out here in every damn venue, whether it's out in regular society, whether it's on the media, whether it's in the justice system, whether it's in the political system, it doesn't matter. You have this feminist viewpoint being shoved down our holes every damn day of our life, and if anybody ever tries to question it, if anybody tries to provide any type of discourse on this subject matter, what happens? What happens? You're chastised by being some chauvinist or misogynist, or you're called ridiculous names, personal attacks, insults, That's all that happens anytime you try to have any kind of discourse on the feminist movement. And why, folks, and I've said this, and I know anybody who's been listening to my program on a consistent basis knows the answer I'm about to say, but do you know why? Do you know why feminists do this? Do you know why there is no discourse to feminism? Do you want to know why? Because feminism is rooted in communism. Just like liberalism, okay? Now, I know all you bleeding heart pieces of fruity trash, you want to disagree with me and say, oh, well, liberalism is so good. I mean, all we want to do is show compassion for the people. You don't want to do anything but control people, you liberals. That's all you do. That's all you want to do. You want to control our thoughts. You want to control our feelings. You want to control our emotions. You want to control the way we look, the way we act, the way we talk, the way we walk. Well, that's what you morons want to do. Won't you just go ahead and admit it, liberals? Just admit it. Stop trying to beat around the bush about it. The only reason liberal pieces of trash hate me, the only reason why they despise me, is because I'm yanking them right out of the goddamn closet. Right out of the communist closet. Because that's what they want, folks. They want authoritarian communism, folks. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at what the liberals stand for. Take a look at what they stand for. Take a look at what they fight for. Dissect it, for Christ's sake. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Do your own research. That's what these liberals want to do. They want to control you. And that's not what America was founded on. America was founded on freedom. And I know that I say this all the time, but it just needs to be said on a consistent basis. Our forefathers gave us unalienable rights that every moron in America seems to be taking for granted. As a matter of fact, most morons out here don't even know what those unalienable rights are. And I say this, I'll be damned if you liberal pieces of crap try to take away the Constitution, because I know that's what you idiots want. I know that's what you feminist pieces of liberal, long-haired, whale-saving crap want. I know that's what you want. Just admit it. Just admit it. I better slow down, folks. I better slow down, because let me tell you something, folks. I got high blood pressure, but I don't give a damn. All right, I don't give a damn. There's things that need to be said on this program. There's things that need to be talked about amongst the general American populace, amongst the general Western populace. And it seems to me, okay, it seems to me that I look at the damn Blog Talk Radio Network landscape, and I can't find anybody talking about these things. I can't find nobody. Everybody's talking about a bunch of horse crap. All right? It's a bunch of horse crap. You got a bunch of wannabe comedians out here making complete jackasses of themselves. You got wannabe love doctors out here in the Blog Talk Radio Network trying to give relationships advice when you know and I know they're waxing their own carrot. Got a bunch of holy rollers on here. Haven't you noticed that? Take a look at the Blog Talk Radio Network. Everybody and their brothers are damn preacher out here. Haven't you noticed that? There are more religious propaganda. There's more religious crap on Blog Talk Radio than I've seen on this side of the damn internet. And then the political section. And then you got the damn political section, man. I hate the political section. With all due respect, Blog Talk Radio, you provide a great service, and thank you very much. All right, but that political section has got to be shoved up that clogged-up colon hole of Ed Morrissey. And I get a lot of emails saying, oh, why are you talking bad against Ed Morrissey? You want to know why I'm talking bad? Because he's a liberal piece of trash, folks. In my opinion, he is a liberal piece of garbage disguising himself in conservative clothing. And not only that, I don't like the fact
that you've got Nimrods, and I'm not just speaking specifically of Ed Morrissey. I'm sure he's done some, well, maybe not, but I'm just speaking in general of all these jagoffs out here. All these morons that think they're journalists because they have a freaking blog. You need to shove that up your ass, okay? Nobody gives a crap about what you think, okay? Won't you give us some facts, huh? Won't you try to act critical about subject matters that affect us bloggers in the blogosphere? I try to do a little blog thing. I know everybody's like, oh, Ghost, what are you talking bad about blogs for if you tried to do the blog thing? I try to do it because I know it's an effective method of propaganda out here. I mean, let me tell you something. The blogosphere has single-handedly transformed the Republican Party into a liberal piece of trash. The blogosphere did that. People like Ed Morrissey did that crap. Trying to convert conservatives into liberals. Trying to redefine our whole principle, for Christ's sake. And I'm not going to let them do it. All these Republicans on the Blog Talk Radio are trying to redefine the conservative principles out here. Haven't you noticed that, folks? Haven't you noticed that they're sitting over here trying to propagandize us into voting for this liberal piece of trash, John Turncoat McCain? Huh? Haven't you noticed that? Haven't you noticed that none of these conservatives are talking about the family anymore? Haven't you noticed that, folks? You know, I listen to that fat piece of garbage, Ed Morrissey, every now and then whenever I get on the internet and I see his fat ass on, I go ahead and click on him. And what do I hear him talk about? I don't hear him talk about a damn thing. He's a fat jelly ass that interviews a bunch of people. I mean, big deal. Big deal. Won't you talk about the family, Ed Morrissey? Why don't you talk about the decimation of the American family, Ed Morrissey? Why don't you talk about the subliminal prostitution of American and westernized women, Ed Morrissey? Why don't you talk about the fact that I can't turn on regular network television at 7 p.m. when I'm watching television with my family without seeing some sexual innuendo, without seeing some violence, without seeing some disgusting filth? Why don't you talk about that, Ed Morrissey, you piece of crap? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk a little bit about that, Ed Morrissey? Instead of being, oh, well, look at me, I'm Mr. Big Political Director of Blog Talk Radio, and yes, I'm Ed Morrissey, and I'm so cool, and look at me, I'm making a living off of you idiots listening to me. Get off your ass and start talking some real conservative talk, you piece of crap. And Ed, if you're listening in, and if you're wondering, well, Ghost, why are you talking so bad against me? You don't even know me. I don't need to know you. I know you by what you put out, by what you project out here on the internet, by your ridiculous blogs, by your ridiculous interviews, by your ridiculous rhetoric that you're trying to disguise as conservative. That's all I got to recognize. And let me tell you something, my blood pressure is boiling right now. Let me tell you something. But I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I think everybody out there on the internet that's listening to these bloggers, that's listening to these jerk-offs that are trying to claim that there's something of conservative nature, you need to stop listening to these folks. If they're not talking about the American family, they're not conservative. If they're not talking about the sanctity of marriage, they're not conservative. All right? If they're not talking about shielding our children from perverts and deviants, they're not conservative. I mean, if they're not talking about all the violence and open sexual intercourse that's on the mainstream television, they're not conservative, damn it. I mean, that's all I'm talking about. I mean, everybody likes to claim they're conservative. Hey, look at me, I'm conservative. Hey, I can talk like this, and I can talk with a straight voice, and I don't have to curse. And I'm a conservative. It's bull crap. Bull crap. I'm exposing all you pieces of garbage. And I know there's a lot of Republicans and a lot of wannabe conservatives out there that are a little PO'd that I'm yanking you morons out of the closet out here. But that's tough titty. That is tough titty, folks. You're just going to have to sit there, take it, and like it. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there that are in complete awe. They're like, I can't believe he's saying this. I'm saying it because it needs to be said, all right? How many people you know out here that are actually talking about the American family out here on the Blog Talk Radio Network? Nobody. How many people out here are talking about our children being robbed of a two-parent family, being exposed to sexual deviancy and ridiculous, ultra-realistic violence? Who's talking about that? Nobody. I'm the only one on here talking about it. And because I'm talking about it, everybody's trying to slander me and spread all kinds of personal attacks and false lies about me. Because I care about morality in America. I mean, it's ridiculous, folks. It really is. It makes you sick. It should make you sick. It should make you sick to your stomach. It should make you sick, damn it. I know it makes me sick. Anyway, 646-652-4869. You're listening to True Conservative Radio. I'm the host, the man they call Ghost, and I'm waiting for a few people to call in here. I know that it may be a little intimidating for you to call in because you're listening to a conservative man that really means what he says and says what he means, and he's talking from passion, from his heart, from everything that is his being, for Christ's sake. And I know that may be intimidating for some of you people out there, but you need to get up and grow yourself up here, get yourself to the nearest phone, and give me a call and let me know what's on your mind, for Christ's sake. Because that's what I want to know. I want to know what's on your mind. I mean, everybody out here on the blogosphere, Blog Talk Radio, and the whole blog arena, they all have opinions. You know, they all have these ridiculous notions that they want everybody in the world to know. And yet it has nothing to do with what in the hell is affecting you and I, folks. Haven't you noticed that? Haven't you noticed these ridiculous presidential candidates aren't talking diddly about things that affect you and I? And if you've gotten your stimulus package check, I don't know if you have yet, but I know some of my employees have gotten a hold of their stimulus package check going on out here, and they were a little upset. I mean, I had some employees expecting $600, expecting $1,200, expecting more from this ridiculous, borderline socialist stimulus package out here. But is the government giving what they promised you? Hell no, they're not. And I told you so. I told you so. I got employees that were expecting a certain amount of money that barely got what the lowest amount of money one could get in this ridiculous program. I got people that expected $1,200 that only got $500. I got people that were expecting $600 and only got $300. And I'm sure if you have received your little stimulus package check, I'm sure you're just as disappointed as my employees out here, and I don't blame you, folks. I don't blame you. We're going to pay $5 a damn gallon here this summer for gasoline. We got electricity going up through the roof. We got inflation on everything from food to toilet paper out here. And the government is trying to chitch us out of money that they're promising you and I. I think that's hilariously funny to me. I mean, look, I disagree with the whole premise of the stimulus package to begin with, okay? And I'm never going to forgive George W. Bush for passing or even introducing this ridiculous stimulus package. That's a borderline, slippery slope down socialist path, folks. If you don't believe me, won't you go and try to find the definition of socialism? And you're going to see it's eerie similar to the stimulus package crap. But let's throw the socialism thing back in the back burner, okay? Because most Americans like to throw things on the back burner. So let's throw that on the back burner. Are you going to get by this summer with $5 a gallon gasoline? With $300, $300 extra dollars. I mean, what is $300 extra dollars, folks? Really? What is $600 extra dollars? It's nothing. And you know, it makes me laugh. Because I got some of my employees here, because I have a small conglomeration of businesses, you know. And I have these employees out here that are actually giving credit to the government. They're actually saying, it's about time the government has done something for me with this ridiculous little stimulus package. They're actually giving it some kind of credit, for Christ's sake. And I laugh at them in amusement. I look at them and say, are you kidding me? This is just going to prolong the inevitable, folks. All right? I mean, and I have told you this over and over, time and time again. All right? Everybody up to this point, May, all right, the month of May, everyone up until this point has pretty much spent their tax rebate that they had for filing their income tax. All right? Everybody has already spent their tax rebate. Now May comes along. They're going to give you a little bit more, this little tax stimulus package crap, this socialist garbage, this socialist handout. They give you about $600 or $1,200, but, you know, actually the government's screwing people, but we've already covered that. You get this little chunk of money. It's going to maybe last you the summer. Maybe it'll make you spend a little extra this summer. Anyway, what the government is doing, or what Bush is trying to do, it seems, he's trying to fix up some artificial economic growth with not only the tax rebates that went out, but the stimulus package that's gone out. He's trying to create some ridiculous artificial economic growth so that by maybe September, October, November, and let me tell you something, folks, I'm glad that these shows are archived, because mark my words, I'm telling you, you're going to see economic growth. You're going to see it all over CNBC, all over the business channels. You're going to see, hey, economic growth, yay, and, you know, it's going to pump everybody up, and everybody's going to be excited that we're not in a recession anymore, and blah, 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 and everybody's going to go out and spend money for Christmas. But let me tell you something, folks. This next Christmas is going to be the last Christmas, the last good Christmas that anybody is going to have. I guarantee it, all right? And I'm not trying to be a fear monger. I'm not trying to scare people. You know, I've been criticized from that, or criticized about being that as of late, that I'm some sort of a fear monger or something. I'm just telling the truth. I mean, just read a little bit about economics, for Christ's sake. And I want to say what's up to the people in the chat room, the Poor People's Campaign, 50 and retired. How you doing? But I just want to get it across, folks, is that everybody needs to understand that we need to demand, I don't care who the presidential nominee is, we need to demand that they give us an economic policy that's actually going to be feasible to salvage this ridiculous economy of ours. I mean, come on. I mean, people have to see this. I mean, you have to know this is going to happen. I mean, why do you think Bush passed this unprecedented, and believe me, it is unprecedented, stimulus package? He passed it so the economic collapse won't happen on his watch. That's why he did it, folks. I'm telling you, after this Christmas, that's it. I mean, we've already got 1 in 5 homes being foreclosed out in America today. All right, I mean, we got a $15 million an hour going out to this war in Iraq that isn't giving us diddly. I mean, at the very minimum, we're in Iraq, right? I mean, the Americans, you know, we are still Americans. I don't know, we may be North American Union people in a few years, but we're still Americans. Here we are, we liberated Iraq, all right? Iraq is right above the second, look, not the first, the second largest oil deposit in the world. The first, of course, being Saudi Arabia. We're standing on the second largest oil deposit in the world. And why the American people why they aren't forcing the Congress, forcing the president, forcing somebody of authority to demand that the Iraqi parliament either pump some of that damn oil out of the ground and sell it in the world market to pay us back for liberating their dumbasses, or we take the damn oil out and send it to the United States so we can bring down this oil situation, so we can bring down these gas prices, for Christ's sake. I mean, you're seeing everything go up, folks. And why do you think it's going up? Why do you think products are going up? Why do you think it's going up to mail a damn package in the mail? Why do you think it's going up to fly? Why do you think it's going up for every single thing? It's the damn gas prices. You got truckers, truckers that actually make the whole concept of commerce feasible. Truckers can't even afford to feed themselves because they gotta put most of their payload into their tanks. I just don't understand this. I just don't understand why nobody else is talking about these subject matters, man. Everybody's got their heads shoved so far up this presidential colon pipe that no one is actually talking about real issues out here. I mean, in New York City, you actually have high-end retail stores that are no longer accepting American money. And why aren't they accepting American money? Well, because American money means diddly nowadays, folks. Our currency is depleted. I mean, don't you understand our deficit? And I'm talking about the American debt, the American government debt. I'm not even counting the average American debt. But you compile all that debt. That's what's depleting the integrity of our currency, folks. That's why you've got high-end retail stores in New York City that are no longer accepting American money. I mean, that's why you've got the euro dollar being the currency in demand. That's why you've got Jay-Z, the notorious rapper out here, exchanging all his American dollars for euros. I mean, how American is that, for Christ's sake? I mean, that's what upsets me, folks, that nobody is talking about this crap. Nobody is talking about any of these subject matters. Every time I go into the blogosphere, every time I go on Blog Talk Radio and listen to these ridiculous jagoffs give their supposed opinion about the social or political landscape in America, it's nothing but a bunch of malarkey. That's all it is. They talk about nothing but a bunch of talking points and a bunch of garbage. That's all that people are talking about out here. Let's talk about real issues. Let's talk about why the American family is being decimated, why the American family is becoming extinct. Let's talk a little bit about that. See, nobody wants to talk about those issues either. They don't want to talk about the American family becoming extinct. No one wants to talk about how single-parent families are now the majority of America. Not only the majority of America, but the majority of the westernized world. Take a look in Australia, Germany, France. You're going to see the same thing. And let me tell you something, and I'm telling you, folks, and this bears repeating, all right, once the family is decimated, all right, once there is no concept of a family anymore, what do people have to live for? I mean, it's the family that motivates somebody to get up out of bed and work 15 hours a day, all right? It's the family, all right, during World War II. It was the family that had those men get up, sign up for service in the American military, and go out and beat the crap out of the Axis powers. It was the family that kept people together during turbulent times, during times of poverty, during times of depression. It was the family, folks. And now we have a systematic destruction of the family happening in modern-day society. And I think it's deliberate. I think it's deliberate. And the reason I'm saying it's deliberate is because you take a look at the media out here. Take a look at what they're trying to feed our children. You know, I have a granddaughter. She watches all these programs on all the Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, whatever you want to call them. And all these shows have little eerie hints of propaganda. I mean, you take a look at Zoe 101, which is Britney Spears' sister's great program. And let me tell you, unfortunately, it's one of my granddaughter's favorite programs, too, Zoe 101. And what happened to old Britney Spears' sister? She got knocked up by somebody over 20 years old, and she's only 15. That's America. That's America. Makes me sick. You got the sweet life of Zach and Cody over here on the Disney Channel. And for you folks that aren't aware of that, These are about two twin boys that basically are followed around by the show to, I mean, it's a sitcom, so to speak, but it's about two twin boys who go out and get into rambunctious adventures together. But what is the premise of the show? Well, these two twin boys, they live in a hotel. Why do they live in a hotel? Because their single mother, who has no father in the picture, is a lounge act singer. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is the propaganda I'm talking about. It's all around us. All right, and they're already infecting the latest generation coming up the ladder out here. And what I don't understand is why nobody else wants to talk about these subject matters whatsoever. Nobody wants to talk about them. Everybody just wants to, stick a Kentucky Fried Chicken grease thumb up their cornhole and say, well, everything's all right, everything's all good. It's not all good, folks. Anyway, everybody knows my position on the decimation of the family. I think it's purposely being extinct. I think people are trying to decimate it on purpose. I think that there's a lack of moral ethos in society. I think everybody's going wild and just, become a bunch of sexual deviants or a bunch of materialistic pieces of garbage. But there's some good news, folks. There's some good news. Now, ever since I created this program on the Blog Talk Radio Network, I have been against the feminist movement because I attribute it to the decimation of the American family. But aside from that, all right, I've tried to suggest some remedies. That's right, some remedies to this problem, this social problem we have. And one of the social remedies I suggested to stop the decimation of the American family was outlawing divorce. And, once I made that notion or suggested that notion on this program, I got all kinds of flack for it. I got all kinds of emails. I had people calling me up asking me if I was crazy. They said, Ghost, are you crazy? Outlawing divorce? How is that going to save the American family? Well, maybe somebody out there in Pennsylvania is listening to this program right now. And let me tell you something. The person that put that amendment on this gay marriage bill, because this is what happened in Pennsylvania, folks. In Pennsylvania, they tried to, I guess, legalize gay marriage or some garbage like that. I guess they wanted to accept gay marriage. They wanted gay marriage to be acceptable in Pennsylvania, whatever the case might be. But they added an amendment to that gay marriage bill. And let me get the gentleman's name because I think he deserves due credit. I think he deserves due credit. Let me get on here real quick. Hold on a second. The man's name is Senator Michael Brubaker. He's a Republican out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Michael Brubaker, excuse me if I mispronounce your name, Mr. Brubaker. Senator Michael Brubaker deserves much props. All right? He deserves much props because this man introduced an amendment to that gay marriage bill stating that, okay, we'll let gays marry, but we're going to outlaw divorce. And that's exactly what he put forth on the amendment to this gay marriage bill. And I thought it was brilliant. As a matter of fact, that was the first time in my life that I ever wanted gay marriage to pass in a state, for Christ's sake. Because I think that's what we need, folks. We need to outlaw divorce. We need to do something, okay? Maybe that's not the complete and total remedy, but we need to do something out here. We can't keep waxing our carrots and watching the decimation of the American family happen right before our very eyes. We can't allow these liberals to try to justify the decimation of the American family and trying to cough it up to social evolution. It's not social evolution, folks. This is not social evolution. And I will debate anybody on that fact. I will debate any evolution, atheist, Christian, anybody on the American family, on the family concept. I will debate anybody. And let me tell you something, folks. I know you're saying to yourself, why are you getting so angry, Ghost? Why are you screaming? The reason I'm screaming, folks, is because nobody gives a damn about the American family. Nobody gives a damn about the westernized family anymore. Everybody out here is becoming a goddamn sexual deviant, and nobody gives a crap. You've got females out here that are no longer being with men anymore for romance and love. They're out here trying to become a subliminal prostitute and trying to look for somebody to pay their damn bills, for Christ's sake. It makes me sick. Now, I better calm down here, folks. I better calm down because let me tell you something, folks. The reason I haven't been on here for such a long time is because I have high blood pressure due to this program. And let me tell you something, the reason I have high blood pressure is because of the crap that's happening around me. I mean, I was brought up in a time where we had moral ethos in America. I was brought up in a time when you were shunned. You were shunned. You were looked at as an outcast if you had a child out of wedlock. You were spit on. You were called a Jezebel or a loser if you got divorced. But nowadays, you're looked at cross-eyed if you're married, and it's still your first marriage. Can you believe that? You're looked at cross-eyed if you're not single and don't have a child. This is the social ethos that we are now living in, folks. And I'm not going to accept it. And let me tell you something. If you have any moral integrity in yourself, folks, you shouldn't accept it either. I'm going to take a drink of water, folks. I'm getting a little hyper here. I can feel my blood boil, for Christ's sake. I can just feel it. But the only reason it is, folks, is because I believe in this crap. I believe in this stuff. I'm not going to sit over here and accept the decimation of the American family without kicking and screaming. And you shouldn't either. Oh, man. Anyway. Sorry, folks. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Once again, I wanted to go back to the Pennsylvania thing. I'm really glad that somebody has put an amendment to some kind of a bill, all right? Because we need something here. We need something that's going to remedy this crap. Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to calm down. I'm trying to do some breathing exercises that this ridiculous fruity doctor that I visit tries to tell me to do, because I refuse to take any of this medication, folks. I'm not going to do it. All right? I'm not going to take any of this damn medication that gives you anal leakage and drips of the genitals and black tongue and salivation and all this ridiculous crap. I'm not going to take it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to calm down here, try to calm down for a second. I'm looking at the chat room here. 50 and retired he says he's got 31 years in a marriage, and he's asking, should he get a divorce? Hell no, you shouldn't get a divorce. As a matter of fact, I mean, you deserve credit. You deserve kudos. I mean, you don't see that anymore in America. And I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that there's people still out here thinking that there's sanctity in marriage, that still believe that there's sanctity in marriage. I mean, I'm glad to hear this, because all you hear is nothing but a bunch of people saying, well, I got 5 or 6 divorces. Oh, well. Oh, I got 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different people. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. And that's the thing, folks. That's what they want us to act like. They want us to act like a bunch of animals. That's what they want. They want us to act like a bunch of deviants and a bunch of animals and a bunch of violent savages. Well, that's what they want out of us, folks. You want to know why? Because that'll give them justification into saying, well, we're going to need a police state. We need to wipe our asses with the Constitution. We need to rip up the unalienable rights given to us by our forefathers because you people are a bunch of savages and can't be controlled with your freedom anymore. I honestly believe that that's why this is happening out here. I mean, I can come to no other conclusion. No other conclusion whatsoever. And let me tell you something, folks. If you can come up with a better conclusion on why everything is happening out here, I mean, please, by all means, give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. But let me tell you something. We need to discuss these things, and we need to discuss them now. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break, folks. If you would not go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to try to get some damn pills or, drink a beer or, try to do some breathing exercises, something so I can calm myself down. I might keel over, I might have a damn coronary on this show, but if I do, who gives a two rat's asses? Because I believe in what I say what I mean. Anyway, folks, don't go anywhere. Don't play with your pecker shafts because I will be right back. All right? Don't go anywhere. Here's a little bit of a Hank Williams 3. Hank Williams III, which is trying to bring back some of the old Hank Williams Jr. Here we go. Well, never mind. Forget about the break. Looks like I can't go to break. Here. Let me see. There we go.
I said 7 long months and 39 days to turn my ways around. I said 7 long months and 39 days to turn my ways around.
sorry I had to go take a break there. You know how it goes. Unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of a problem out here. I'm going a little bit of ape shit. And sorry if you're got virgin ears and don't appreciate a little bit of foul language every now and then, but, well, I'm just sorry, folks, you know. I'm just sorry. It's better to hear foul language than it is to see a bunch of violent acts or a bunch of sexual deviancy on television, as far as I'm concerned. All right? I mean, that's the way I see it. All right? I'd rather hear somebody say a fuck or a shit than seeing some ridiculous, savage sexual act during primetime television, or seeing some violent act during primetime television. So I'd much prefer to see that. But anyway, folks, I had to take a break here. If I didn't, I was going to have a damn coronary, have a damn heart attack, and keel over out here, for Christ's sake. But I definitely want you to call in. I want everybody in here to give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Anyway, we were talking about a whole bunch of different subject matters out here. We were talking about Pennsylvania, Senator Brubaker, I think that's his name, right? Brubaker, excuse me. Senator Michael Brubaker basically almost outlawed divorce in Pennsylvania. Michael Brubaker is our person of the day, folks, and if you happen to know Michael Brubaker, we salute you, sir. We salute you because let me tell you something. We need to do something that's going to instill integrity back in a marriage. That's going to instill sanctity back in a marriage. That's what we need out here. We don't need a bunch of sexual deviants out here, becoming subjects on Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator. We don't need that kind of crap. We don't need any of that. What we need out here is decent moral ethos. All right, and that's all I'm asking out here. I'm not asking for anything religious-based or anything that has to do with, prayer or anything of that nature. All I'm saying is, folks, is we need to get down and understanding that the family, all right, the family needs to be saved. And I know a lot of people out there rolling their eyes in the back of their stupid screwball head, but you need to stop doing it because you know I'm telling the darn truth. You know it and I know it, so stop BSing out here, all right? All right, the decimation of the American family has nothing to do with social evolution. All right, and if any liberal or if any evolutionist or any atheist tries to tell you that, please, by all means, stomp their teeth so far down their stupid throat that they'll be able to chew their own dumb ass. Because they are stupid people, folks. And let me tell you something, that's another thing I hate more than anything else is a bunch of ignorant bastards. All right? There is nothing worse in the world that I hate than ignorant chump-ass bastards. All right, I mean, and like I've said in previous shows, you see these jerk-offs. You see them out in different social gatherings. They're out here telling stories that are blatant opinions, but they're trying to pass them off as fact. All right, I mean, they're trying to justify some sort of political persuasion and trying to utilize things that are not facts as facts. And then everybody who's listening to this jag-off is going to interpret that as something factual, and they're going to go out and relay it to somebody else. I'm telling you, folks, ignorant people, you need to stop being ignorant. And how do you stop ignorant, folks? Well, let me tell you, if you see somebody in a social arena or if you see somebody in a social gathering and they are blatantly being jag-offs and saying something out of their pie holes that is blatantly not true, you need to call them out on it, folks. You need to call them out on it. You need to make them look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack, if necessary, just to make sure that they feel that embarrassment and that pain, all right, and that shame, so that they'll never do that again, folks. They'll never try to justify anything that's opinion as fact, because that's what ignorance is, folks. Ignorance is not knowing. It's not knowing. Yeah, let me rephrase that again. Ignorance is not knowing. Ignorance is not wanting to know. Not wanting to go out and do the research. Not wanting to go out and find out the true facts. Well, that's what ignorance is, folks. And I'm telling you,
I'm telling you, I hope you all remember me. All you folks, whether you're listening to me live or in the archive, I hope y'all folks remember me when you listen, whatever social gathering you're in, whatever social arena you're in, I hope you remember me when you see some stupid, obnoxious, blowhard jagoff sitting there in front of a whole bunch of chicks or in front of a whole bunch of people trying to impress everybody, trying to be Mr. Big, hard, you-know-what, out here trying to pass off opinion as fact. I hope you remember me, and I hope there's some instinctive, impulsive reaction inside of you that goes up to that idiot and says, wait a minute, sir, or wait a minute, ma'am. You are an ignorant piece of trash because that is not true, and make them look lower than Roseanne Barr chasing after a greasy cheeseburger with her hands tied behind her back. Make them look stupid. Make them look dumb. And I know everybody's like, oh, Ghost, that's mean. That's mean, Ghost. You're being a meanie. Yeah, well, you can go suck an egg. How you like that, huh? Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're waiting for some callers out here. This is True Conservative Radio. I'm Ghost, of course. And if you've been listening to me just go crazy. And as you can see, I've gotten my composure, okay? My blood pressure isn't boiling as bad, but it's still boiling, folks. And let me tell you something. Your damn blood should be boiling too, all right? Because America is falling down the tubes, folks. I mean, it really is. It is falling down the damn tubes. And I want to hear your opinion about it. I mean, don't just sit there and wax your carrot. Don't just sit there and play with your nads. Give me a call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And, I get all kinds of emails, like I said previous, folks. I get all kinds of emails saying, well, Ghost, I'd love to call in, but I'm a little intimidated. You scream so much, Ghost. I don't want you to start screaming at me. Well, who cares, man? It's the damn internet. It's a damn phone. I'm not going to get up and beat the living bejesus out of your ass. Get on the damn phone and give me a call. Especially if you're a damn feminist, all right? Especially if you're a feminist or a damn bleeding heart, bedwetting, tree-hugging, whale-saving piece of garbage hippie, all right? Please give me a call. I challenge you, and give me some debate. I'm not going to sit there. I mean, if you've listened to me on the archive, I give everybody the forum to get on and try to provide some substance on the debating table. But usually, every time somebody calls up here, all they do is just act like an obnoxious blowhard, give me a bunch of sentence fragments, and call it a damn fact. That's what they do. They call it a goddamn fact. And I'm sorry for cursing, folks, but like I said, cursing is better than watching some sexual deviant act or some violent episode of, some ridiculous garbage. And I want to hear from you, folks. I know that I keep telling you that, but I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. All right, stop sitting on your thumbs. Get to the nearest phone. Give me a call. All right, whether you agree or disagree, I want to hear your perspective. I want to hear your perspective. I'm serious. But anyway, once again, Michael Brubaker, you are a man of the day. We salute you for trying to outlaw divorce. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about trying to remedy American family. Because let me tell you something. Whoever the powers are out here that are basically screwing American family, it's the feminists and the liberals, okay? And if you don't believe me, take a look at all the institutions involved in decimating the American family. All right? Take a look at the justice system. I mean, the feminist movement has pussified the justice system so much that a man is literally helpless. They literally are helpless out here. And what do I mean by that? And I've said this time and time again. A man can literally come home, find his wife getting a high hard one by his brother, okay, do the right thing, divorce the woman without any type of violent acts or violent recourse, which I believe is morally justified. But instead of doing that, he does the right thing, he goes and gets a divorce. Well, he is penalized because his wife is a goddamn philandering whore bag. All right? I mean, that's feminization of the justice system, folks. How is a man supposed to be penalized because his wife is a philanderous, slut-bagging whore, some dirty dish rag whore? Why is the man penalized? I mean, I'll tell you how he's penalized. First of all, he's got to give 50% of what he earns to this ridiculous dunce slut bag, okay? On top of the 50% of everything that he's got, if they got kids, if she happened to shit out about 3 kids, well, he's got to pay child support. So that's a monthly expense on top of the 50% that he's got to give to this ridiculous philandering slut. Okay? And on top of which, if alimony is legal, that's more payment each month. All because this man wanted to do the right thing. He's being penalized because he did the right thing. Now, if that isn't feminization of the justice system, folks, I don't know what in the blue hell is. I don't know what in the blue hell is, okay? Now, you take a look at the education system. Ooh, everybody knows I hate education. I spit on education, and I hate teachers. I hate administrators. I hate anybody who works in the public education system. As a matter of fact, I take a dirty, yellow, bubbly piss on everybody who works in the public education system, and you can look back at me with a yellow smile about it. How about that? But you got people in the educational system, and let me tell you something, the whole public education apparatus has been overtaken by a bunch of feminists and a bunch of liberals. All right, and you can take a look at an elementary school, and I've said this time and time again, and it bears repeating once again, because I want somebody to go out there and do it. All right, go out to your nearest elementary school, all right, when they're out there playing recess or doing whatever they're doing, and count how many kids out there are actually playing tag or dodgeball or some sort of contact little related game of that sort. Count how many of them are doing it. You're not going to count any, that's why. You're not going to count nothing because they don't allow you to play dodgeball anymore. They don't allow you to play tag anymore. They don't allow you to do this crap. You know what they allow you to do? They allow you to be some little Fruit Looping piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken grease thumb up the ass having trash. That's what they let you do. They let you to be some feminized pink shirt wearing fruity boy. That's what they allow you to do. They allow you to be some muff diving, bull dyke, hairy arm-pitted feminist. That's what they allow you to do. And I can go on and on, folks. I can go on and on. And I know that there's feminists out there right now, and I'm telling you, I get hate mail on a consistent basis from these feminists. I had a feminist legitimately say that she wants to rip off my head and menstruate down my throat. Huh? Now that's intellectual, huh? That's discourse for you, huh? Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And I think we got ourselves a caller here. Area code 210.
Are you hurting now in your hands?
Hello.
Are you ready to stop hurting?
Hello.
Everything. When do you want to stop hurting?
Right.
Well, I don't know what in the blue hell that was about, but we couldn't understand you. Sorry, 210, you can come back and call back to us again. All right, we couldn't understand you. But let me tell you something. I'm telling you, folks, we need to stop and we need to start looking at ourselves in the mirror. And I think that Michael Brubaker out there in Pennsylvania had it right by trying to outlaw divorce. That is one step into instilling integrity back into the family. I also think that after 2 children, in my opinion, after 2 children, you shouldn't get child support after 2 children, in my opinion. Oh, I bet you everybody's like, oh, I can't believe he said that. You're damn right, I said it. All right, and the reason I said it is because we don't need women making business out of shitting out children. We don't need that crap, and that's what we've done. That's what the feminist movement has done. A woman can legitimately go out and shit out about 5 kids from 5 different fathers, okay? She shits out 5 kids from 5 different fathers. Now, not only does she get the equivalent of about $4,000 to $5,000 in government subsidies, from everything from government cheese to free housing, free child care, job placement assistance, food stamps, medical care. I mean, the works. They get the works, okay? On top of getting all that, they also get a minimum of $250 a father, because that's the minimum one has to pay for a child for child support, $250. Now, if they happen to make more than what is allotted for a $250 payment, well, that's gravy for the woman. I mean, especially a woman who has 5 different fathers from 5 different children. I mean, that's playing the kid lottery, if you will. I mean, let's say 3 of those fathers, all they can do is pay $250 a month, okay? That's that's $750, okay? But the other 2 fathers, they have a pretty good income. They're pretty good hard workers. So they pay somewhere close to $500, $600, $700, $800 a month. So you compile all that. You compile the subsidies. You compile the child support. Let me tell you something. Having children from multiple different fathers, if you're a woman, seems to be a decent industry to go into to maintain sustenance and to appease your materialistic needs. And I know that sounds disgusting for most of you folks that are out there listening to this crap, but that's the damn truth. All right, this is what's happening in modern-day America. This is what's attributing to the damn desecration of the American family, of the decimation, of the elimination of the American family. And this is what it's about, folks. Anyway, folks, like I said, I want to hear from you. Give me a call right now. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Don't just sit over there and play with your pecker shaft. I want to hear from you. Do you think I'm off my rocker? I mean, do you think that I'm sitting here being a misogynist or a chauvinist? I mean, I want to hear from you and provide some substance on the debating table. Don't be some fruit-looping feminist out here that's just going to sit back and call me a misogynist, a chauvinist, a pig, a lizard, or whatever the case, a snake, whatever the case might be. Provide some substance on the damn debating table. I challenge anybody out there to do it. But there is no substance out here. And this is what I'm saying, folks, and this is why our country's going to go down the tubes. And I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, folks. I'm just telling it how it is. Our country's going to go down the tubes because our people are a bunch of ignorant, fat, jelly-ass slobs. All right? I mean, people are worried more about feeding their fat jelly asses than they are running a damn country, for Christ's sake. They're more worried about shoveling a damn cheeseburger down their pie hole than they are worried about their damn freedom. They could give a rat's ass about the unalienable rights given to us by our forefathers because they're out there sticking a damn cheese pie up their damn cornhole. And let me tell you something, folks. I know that everybody out there is listening in and can't believe that I'm screaming out my wazoo. But the only reason I'm screaming is because I'm watching an American country, I'm watching the United States of America flush itself down the proverbial toilet out here. And nobody cares about it. All anybody's doing is talking a bunch of talking points that's not going to affect you or I, is it? I mean, nobody's really talking about anything that affects you and me. Nobody's talking about the dwindling economy that we have going out here. Nobody's talking about how high-end retail stores in New York City are no longer accepting American money. They're accepting Euro dollars. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the fact that we're spending $15 million a year, $15 million an hour, $15 million an hour for this war in Iraq, which is putting us in ridiculous amounts of debt, which is depleting the integrity of our damn currency, for Christ's sake. Nobody's talking about the fact that we got this economic stimulus package that's being sent out this month, and that's a slippery slope down to socialism, you idiots. And what's funny to me is that we got this damn ridiculous socialist stimulus package, and where are we getting it from? We're borrowing it from China. That ridiculous communist, I hope the Chinese government chokes on their own damn chopsticks. I hate China. But we're borrowing this damn stimulus package from China, and what are people going to do when they get this crap? They're going to go out and buy Chinese goods. I mean, what sense does that make? Can somebody please give me a call and tell me what kind of sense this makes? Anybody? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Anyway, I want to hear from you folks. I'm going off the wazoo out here. I know that everybody's out there wondering what in the blue hell is happening to Ghost out here. Let me tell you something. I'm just passionate, folks. I'm passionate, all right? I mean what I say what I mean. I'm not like you jerk nuts out there that are tickling your ass cracks, hoping that everything goes all right. I'm actually trying to do something about it. 646-652-4869. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think. All right? Grow yourself a pair and get on the damn telephone and give me a call right now, 646-652-4869. Let me go ahead and take a drink of water, folks, because I'm going to have a damn coronary on this damn air here, and let me just take a damn drink of water. Speaking of this economy, what are we going to do about the lack of jobs out here? You know, we got all these moron kids. You know, that's another thing, these stupid kids out here. We're raising a lot of stupid kids out here. We got these kids going out. They're going to college. They're indebting themselves anywhere from $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in debt for college. And they're going out here and they're not able to find a job. Now, why aren't they able to find a job? Because education's mean diddly. I mean, the only reason you should go out and get yourself a college degree is if you're going to go into some high-demand field, some recession-proof field out here, like being a ridiculous teacher or some bureaucrat or some crap like that, something in the medical field. And by the way, if you go into any of these ridiculous institutions, it's nothing but a bunch of damn ultra-liberalism and feminism. Yeah, that's what, you know, in the universities is where you're going to find this bull-dyke Gloria Steinem and her works. And let me tell you something. Before I take a call here, I got something to say. And I've always got something to say to that Gloria Steinem, but I definitely got something to say to you, you dirty whore. And I'm talking to you, Gloria Steinem. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, it is your fault. Your fault that the average American and westernized woman out here is a damn subliminal prostitute. It is your fault that a woman's not going to go up to a man unless he's got himself a $10,000 watch or unless he's got an $80,000 car, unless he buys her little shiny objects to put on her fingers or on her ears or around her neck. It is your fault, Gloria Steinem, you stupid bull-dyke piece of trash. It's your fault, Gloria Steinem. I mean, let me tell you something. If anybody out there knows Gloria Steinem's email address, you email this crap to her, that piece of crap. If she were in front of me right now, I'd give her a backhand, and I wouldn't give two rats' asses about it. And I bet you everybody out there is like, ooh, he's a wife beater. Let me tell you something. That broad deserves a few teeth knocked out of her damn mouth. And I don't care what anybody has to say about it. She's ruined America. She's ruined the westernized nations out here. I hate Gloria Steinem. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We are now going to take another call here. And I think it was the same person as last time. Let's see if we can get him on the air. 210, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, this is Marvin.
All right, what we're going to do you for? You're on True Conservative Radio.
Sir, I think you need to pray to the Holy Ghost, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, okay. What's that going to do?
I don't know what is wrong with you.
What is wrong with me?
The American society. Hold on. Sir, you need to buy a prayer package from Thomas Kearney or something, because there is definitely something wrong with your brain, sir.
There's something wrong with my brain? What in the blue hell is wrong with my brain?
Well, first of all, you cannot be talking about the American woman this way. They are beautiful creatures of society.
Oh, yeah, they're beautiful. You're beautiful creatures, huh? That's why they're out here becoming subliminal prostitutes. Is that right?
Sir, we have the freedom to do what we want, and under Jesus Christ and a nation under God, you need to respect that. You need to respect what women want.
And what do they want? They want to become prostitutes. Just admit it, right? They want to become philanderous, slutbagging whores. Just admit
All
it.
of it. Well, not all of them. You see, feminist is a good movement. It's a good movement for the women so that they can have equal rights and make money.
Well, make money by hopping around from cock to cock to cock, right?
Well, some women have jobs.
Some women
Good
have jobs?
Yes, they have good jobs that are an addition to society.
Okay, well, I'll give you that, but let's talk about the majority of the females that are out here in America. Take a look at what's happening in pop culture. Take a look at what they're singing about. You got Beyonce Knowles singing about this crap, that she's not going to talk to anybody unless they're paying her bills. I mean, what kind of materialistic, ridiculous, non-romantic, non-love-filling crap is that?
Well, so we see what you don't understand. That's hippity-hop. They want to do that, let them do that. But there are
that's hippity-hop? Is that what you said?
It's hippity-hop. It's not of the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, I believe as a true Christian that Jesus is going to come down through the Son of Man and save us all. So you need not worry about this.
That's your answer? That's your answer? Not worried about it? Not worry about it? Jesus is coming, not worry about it. Is that your answer?
Sir, it says it in the Bible. My name's Marvin, yes, and you can quote me on that. It says it in the Bible. John 13, 3:16, I'm sorry, that the Son of Man will come and erase all of our sins and take us to a heaven in the clouds.
Well, with all due respect, sir, this is not a religious program, so you can stick that scripture garbage up your clogged-up cheese hole. But don't
talk about my Jesus Christ like that. You need to bow down and worship Him.
Excuse me.
Save yourself.
We are talking about political, social subject matters out here. And a political, social subject matter that is affecting America and the Western world is the fact that the mindset of the woman has been reshaped by this ridiculous notion of feminism, and now they equate women liberation with women shitting out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers. They're equating women liberation with women having about 5 or 6 different divorces. They're equating woman liberation, all right, with going out and being able to go to a bar with no money and being able to leave there at the end of the night plastered and sloppy drunk. This is the new woman out here. Now, is that something you're proud of, sir?
Sir, I am proud to be an American person and a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ. And
no, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you that. I'm saying, are you proud that these women are out here nowadays being philanderous dish rag whores, and they're out here going to alcoholic beverage establishments with no money and ended up leaving at the end of the night with being sloppy drunk and somebody who will pay their rent for the next month?
Well, that's what they're doing with their freedom. I think they should do that, as says the book of Luke.
So you think, and doesn't that go against your own Christian principles? So it's okay for them to be whores because they're doing it out of their own free will, to be dirty dish rag, slut bagging, hopping around from pole to pole having whore bags?
Well, there's a lot of whores in the Bible. Jesus said we can have whores, but they have to be young girls.
Are you kidding me? Is this real?
I'm not kidding you. Jesus said we can do that. That means we can do that. I can fuck a minor if I want to.
This is getting ridiculous. Have you ever heard of Chris Hansen, sir?
Isn't that the Dateline guy?
Yeah, I think that Chris Hansen needs to go pay you a visit.
He's not a Christian. He's not reading the Bible.
Let me tell you something. You're a sick, despicable Woody Allen.
Sir, you need to eat the body and blood of Christ in order to save your soul.
Let me tell you something. You are a disgusting Woody Allen, butt-loving pedophile, all right? And if I knew where in the blue hell you were, I'd send Chris Hansen to go over there and give you a damn anal probe with a 3.5-foot cattle prod. You stupid piece of pedophile crap.
And for you to sit over here...
Goats are okay, too.
For you to sit here and say all this garbage and to claim that you're some sort of a man of the Scripture is just absolutely belligerent. It's disgusting.
Have you ever read the Bible, sir?
I have read the Bible.
Well, doesn't it say we can rip open the wombs of pregnant women and lay down with their young children if they're virgins? Doesn't it not say that?
It does not say that. You give me the scripture where it says that.
It says it in Leviticus 13. You can lay down with a woman under the age as long as you rip a pregnant woman's stomach open.
This has got to be a joke. You're joking, right?
I'm not joking.
You're trying to come up here,
read the Bible.
Excuse me. You're trying to come up here and be cute. You probably got your wife or your girlfriend next to you. You're probably trying to get her panties wet by sitting here and trying to be cute and funny and that sort of thing. You're trying to win brownie points so you can score tonight. Is that it?
No, sir. All I'm asking you is to read the Bible. You need to save yourself.
This isn't about, we're not talking about the Bible. We're talking about political and social issues that affect America and people in the westernized world.
None of that matters. You got to be a Christian to save yourself.
Do you understand what kind of not sense you're making, you buffoonery?
You got to be a Christian. You got to believe in Jesus. Jesus is great. In the kingdom of heaven, I will look down upon you, and I will laugh at thee, for God is my witness.
Are you kidding me? I mean, have you been... It sounds to me, sir, like you've gotten a little too close to a bottle of beer. Now, have you been hitting the bottle, or have you taken any kind of funny pills, or have you smoked any wacky tobacco?
Sir, I don't smoke wacky tobacco.
Well, it sounds to me
like
you're on something.
Is.
It sounds to me like you're on something, sir.
I'm Marvin, sir. My name's not Sir. I have a dog named Sir. You got to read the 10 Commandments. I bet you.
So you call your dog Sir?
Sabbath.
You call your dog
Sir? Yes, I do. Man's best friend. Every American's man's best friend.
So you call your dog Sir? Does he give you a paddling with the cat of nine tails or something?
Sir, that is uncalled for. 99%
why in the blue hell
believe in the commandments.
Why in the blue hell would you call your dog Sir?
I just call him Sir. I say Sir.
So you call him. Just give me a scenario. How would you call your dog over to you?
Come here, Sir.
Come here, Sir.
Here you go, Sir.
If he gives you like a ball you threw at him, you say, "Thank you, sir." Hello?
That's uncalled for.
That's uncalled for?
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, well, where I'm going with this, where are you going with this, you whacked out nut job? I mean, you're sitting here saying that I need to, pray to Jesus, I need, all this religious garbage. This is a political show, first of all. Okay? And now you're talking about how you call your dog Sir. You're calling me Sir now. What in the hell is your problem?
You're a dog, sir.
Oh, so I'm a dog.
My dog. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of the Lord stands forever. Peter 1, verse 24.
What political persuasion are you, sir? What political persuasion are you? Take your dog out of your hole. Just tell me what political persuasion you are. Hello?
Sir, I am a man of the Lord Jesus Christ.
So you're not political in any way. You're just a religious zealot.
Well, the Bible tells me you must attack the town and completely destroy all its inhabitants, as well as all the livestock. Then you must pile all plunder in the middle of the street and burn it. Deuteronomy 13, verse 13.
What exactly, excuse me, what exactly are you talking about?
I'm giving you the solution to your problems.
You're not giving me nothing. People need to. There need to be divorce needs to be outlawed. Adultery needs to be a punishable offense.
It's okay in the Bible.
What?
You can murder those people. Women should just remain silent, if you want my opinion.
Well, I thought you just said that it was okay for them and their freedom to do whatever they wanted to do.
You're right. They're going to burn in hell anyway.
So what you're suggesting is all the women that are out here, going around, hopping around from penis to penis to penis, that are out here shitting out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers, these females that are out here, going to the alcoholic beverage establishment to get their paycheck for the week, you mean to tell me that all these dish-ragging, slut-bagging whores are going to go to hell?
Yes. Leviticus 20, verse 10, states, if a man commits adultery with another man's wife, with his wife or his neighbor, both the adulterer and the adulteress must be put to death, are the words of the Lord Jesus Christ. Leviticus 20, verse 10.
So you think that adultery should be a death sentence?
I agree with you. It should be a death sentence.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. If there's anybody else out there listening in, which I know there is, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We're talking with Marvin. Hold on, shut your hole for a second. Shut up. Shut up. We're talking with Marvin out here.
That's not necessary.
Well, excuse me. We're talking with Marvin out here who actually believes that people should be executed when they commit adultery. Is that what I'm getting from you, Marvin?
The Bible says so, so that's what we must do.
So the Bible says so.
Foretold.
It was foretold?
It was foretold.
By who?
The Lord Jesus Christ.
By the Lord?
Jesus.
By Jesus?
Your Jesus forgives you.
My Jesus forgives me? For what? What the hell did I do?
For being an asshole.
Oh, well, that's very godly of you, you piece of trash. Very godly.
Now, that's unnecessary, sir.
You just called me an asshole.
Because it's true.
It is not true, sir. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling people out here the truth, and they just don't want to hear it. They'd rather just sit there and, count the bacon bits they get out of their cornhole.
Sir.
That's what they'd rather do. Sounds like that's what you're doing, for Christ's sake.
That's not necessary. You should be a slave.
I should be a slave? Is that what you said?
The Lord says, Exodus chapter 21, verse 20.
Now, let me ask you something. All right.
Slave,
all right, just shut your yapper. Just shut your yapper for a second. Shut up.
Necessary.
Shut up.
Now, that's uncalled for.
Shut up. Now, listen. I want to get to know Marvin the man.
How you got to do that?
I want to know Marvin the man here, okay? Are you single?
Am I single?
Yeah, are you single?
I'm a black man.
Are you single? I didn't ask you about your race, you stupid milky liquor.
I don't know what a milky liquor is, but that's not necessary, sir.
Are you single? I'm asking you a question. Are you sitting there waxing your own carrot, or is somebody out there milking a cow for you? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I tell you the truth. My wife is in a coma. Well, I still have sex with her.
Good God. You know what, sir? You're an absolute joke, aren't you?
No joke. Who said you can't have sex with a dead woman? I mean, in a coma.
Oh, my God. This is a joke. You see, sir, this is the kind of element that we're going to find in the online world. Is that right?
No.
Now, is this the kind of element? Is this the kind of crap that we're seeing out here? Is this why nobody's calling me? Because everybody is just as crack pipe as you are?
You're the crack pipe, sir.
I'm not. You're the one saying that people should be dead for committing adultery. People should be executed.
It says it in the Bible. Is that what you said?
It says it in the Bible. Let me get it for you again. Let me get it for you. Leviticus 20, verse 10. Leviticus 20, verse 10. If a man commits adultery with another man's wife, with the wife of his neighbor, both the adulterer and the adulteress must be put to death. Words of the Lord Jesus Christ.
So you're a fundamentalist?
Must be stoned.
Are you a fundamentalist Christian? Is that what you are?
I'm a believer of Jesus Christ, the true God, your God, and everybody's God.
So it's everybody's God. What about people that don't believe in Jesus?
They're God too, whether they like it or not.
It's their God too? Whether they like it or not? Right. Whether they like it or not. I mean, what kind of garbage are you trying to spit out here, sir?
Sir, you don't understand. He's your Jesus, whether you like it or not.
He's my Jesus, whether I like it or not.
That's right.
Explain that to me exactly, you stupid jerk.
Well, the Lord created the world. Your son, your daughter, your male, female, your livestock, and alien resident in your town, Exodus 20.
This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. Sir, I'm going to go
ahead.
Yourself.
Sir,
what?
You need to save yourself. You
I
need
don't
to follow your 10 commandments. I bet you don't even honor your father and your mother. I bet you don't even.
Sir, my father and mother have been dead for some time.
I bet your wife is a whore.
Don't be talking about my wife, you piece of crap. All right? Let me tell you something. You can talk about me, you can talk about my mom, don't talk about my damn wife. If you do, I'll shove my boot so far up your clogged up colon pipe you'll be able to shit leather for the next 10 years of your life. You get that, Jack? Did you get that, boy?
That's not necessary.
I will stomp your stupid wannabe fundamentalist teeth so far down your throat that you'll be able to chew the last Christian sandwich you had for breakfast. You understand that, boy?
That's not. Don't talk about Jesus that way.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you, you fundamentalist nut job. I'm talking about you.
What does your wife do for a living?
She doesn't do anything but stay home like she should be doing.
And that's what the Bible says. So why are you abiding by the Bible if you're not Christian?
I didn't say I wasn't a Christian. I didn't say I wasn't a Christian. I just said I didn't like what you're talking here. The crap that's coming out of your damn cocksucker out there, I don't like it.
Does she like balls?
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. You're a real man of the Lord. You know that? Yeah, you're a real man of Jesus. Talking that crap.
The Lord said I could have any woman I want. She has to be silent, can't talk in church. It says it in the Bible.
You know, you're a sick individual. It's sad that you're the only person that was calling up here this evening. You know, because everybody else is scared. Everybody's scared that I might scream at them or something, but you know what? The only person that has balls to call up is a fundamentalist Christian piece of crap. Some fundamentalist piece of crap like you is the only one that has the testicular fortitude to get on the phone and give me a call, and all you're doing is talking a bunch of malarkey right out of your derriere. That's all you're doing, for Christ's sake. Now, what do you have to say for yourself? I mean, what do you have to say for yourself?
Sir, can I tell? That's not necessary, sir. Why don't you tell your wife to get off my lap?
I told you one more time, you piece of crap, don't talk about my wife like that. If you talk about my wife like that again, I'm going to find out where you are. I'm going to go over there, beat your ass, do your wife, beat your dog, and drown your goldfish, you stupid piece of trash.
Sir, I'm a black man.
I don't care what you are. It ain't nothing for me to whoop a man's ass. All right?
You're a racist.
I'm about 6'4", and I got about 350-gallon drum of whoop ass, and I'm going to pour it all over you, you piece of crap.
That's not necessary, sir.
What you're saying is not necessary. I mean, what kind of crackpots do we have out here in the damn Internet? Is this what you do for a living, sir? I mean, are you collecting an SSI check or something like that? Are you collecting a government subsidy?
George Bush says that's a form of employment, so that's my job.
So you're collecting a damn government subsidy. Is that what you're doing, a damn government subsidy, while you're getting your fat ass, you're shoveling down food down your gullet like a damn garbage disposal, and you're calling up shows like this, giving me all this ridiculous malarkey, this mumbo-jumbo that doesn't mean crap?
I'm employed.
Is that what you're doing?
Sir, that's not necessary. Samaria shall bear her guilt, because she has rebelled against her.
Just shut up. Just shut up with that crap already.
Let me. That's not necessary. Don't
Hold on, I got another call here. I got another call here. 516, you're on the air.
How you doing, Ghost? The Ozone.
Hey, how you doing, Ozone?
Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know how to help you with this one, really. He doesn't want to discuss the politics. He just wants to go by the law of the Bible. But,
their little one shall be dashed in pieces, and their pregnant woman ripped open. Hosea 13. You better watch yourself before Jesus comes down and compels you.
Hold on, Marvin. Can you knock off this ridiculous garbage about the Bible? Well, what's your political persuasion?
I believe that the Lord Jesus Christ needs to come down.
Can you shut up about the Lord already and tell me what your political persuasion is, you dumb Nimrod?
That's not necessary.
Can you just tell me what? Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Obama because he has a nice smile, and he's a black man.
Are you kidding me? This is a joke. Are you joking?
I think Obama's going to lead us to the land of milk and honey. He's the new Moses.
All right. Anyway, Ozone, what do you have to say, man?
What do you have against black people? I'm a black man.
Nobody said anything. Shut up.
That's not necessary.
Hey, Ozone, what do you have to say, man?
Well, about the problem with the family, it's really, basically, I think that it's because sex has become so much a part of our children's life and growing up, and all the songs focus on go out and have sex, and the result are babies are being born because all these people are having sex and focusing on sex first instead of relationships, and the response, the effect is there's a lot of what we call single families, but it's really the result of millions of people having sex with everyone they find, and of course some get pregnant, and we have all these single families. But the cause is really the massive amount of sex that people are having with each other without thinking twice.
Well, don't you think that that's been going on for some time? Excuse me, Marvin. I mean, hasn't this been going on? Hasn't this been going on for some time, and yet we haven't had an explosion of single-parent families until this generation right here? I mean, if you look back in American history, which isn't very extensive, which is only a little over 200 years, I mean, isn't it true that there hasn't been an epidemic of single-parent families like this ever?
Right, but times change now. We have all these movies, when I was in high school, I didn't know that. I didn't think that most of the girls were having sex. I thought that probably most are not having sex. But now today in schools, most of the kids are sure that any girl they're gonna have sex. I mean, the pressure is have sex. Everybody's having sex. Do this, do that. It's a lot more now, like you said before. They used to shun people. Now, it's all fine.
Well, how will we populate if women don't have sex? If they don't open their legs, how will babies be born?
Well, aren't you a Christian? I mean, we're supposed to encompass some sort of moral ethos here to justify the family out here. We can't just have women just opening their legs and, getting impregnated by some idiot that looks good in a leather jacket. I mean, there needs to be some sort of sanctity of family that we used to have out here. What?
The problem gets worse. The problem gets worse and worse because now we have 18-year-olds who are born of an 18-year-old whose grandmother gave birth at 17. They have no family structure at all. Grandma's sleeping around. They have no clue of what's normal. They think this is normal.
It's a damn shame, and this is why I try to get up on here and attempt to facilitate discourse, but then you got crack pipes like Marvin coming up here, calling me up, talking about a bunch of fundamentalist garbage about the Bible, and all I'm doing is trying to approach this notion from a political standpoint, from a social standpoint, outside any religious principle, for Christ's sake. Now, Marvin, I'm going to ask you one more time. I mean, if you can come up to me with something outside a religious principle, I mean, come at me with it. Don't just sit here and quote quotations from the Bible because you're sounding like a damn butt monkey.
Are you racist? Why are you calling a black man a butt monkey?
Ah, give me a break. Do you have anything to say for yourself there, Marvin, besides a bunch of garbage?
I truly believe that through the Lord Jesus Christ that you will be saved.
All right, that's enough.
You need to read the Bible first.
That's all right. All right, we got 5 minutes left. Ozone, you want anything to add before I close up the show here?
No, that's it.
The children should be eaten.
Hold on. Hey, Ozone, you have anything to say, man?
No, thank you for taking me. I'll talk to you next time.
Thanks a lot, Ozone, man. Appreciate you listening.
You need to pray to Jesus, Ozone.
Hey,
the Lord Jesus Christ will compel you to your death.
Excuse me, Marvin, do you have
God
anything else?
hates fags, and God hates unbelievers.
Shut up! Do you have anything to say besides a bunch of malarkey? Hello?
Ozone's probably dead and Jesus took him.
I'm talking to you, moron. I'm talking to you. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say?
I believe that people need to read the Bible more.
All right, that's enough. Bye-bye. Bye, Marvin. We're going to have to click you off. We got 4 minutes left on the program. I just wanted to say this, once again, is another good show. Unfortunately, everybody is out there probably playing with their pecker shafts because they didn't call in, and the only people that called in, or the only person that called in besides Ozone, was this ridiculous Marvin character who sounded like he was half masturbating and talking about ridiculous notions from the Bible. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. These are the crack pipes that are out here voting in today's presidential election. These are the idiots. That moron that you just heard, Marvin, these are the morons that are making decisions for you and me out here. All right, and while we're out here not worrying about our unalienable rights given to us by our forefathers, while we're out here worrying about how much money we can make and how many materials we can possess that can keep up with the Joneses, we got morons like Marvin out here, some ridiculous religious zealot out here voting, out here actually making an influence out here, actually convincing people to vote his persuasion, for Christ's sake. And everybody out here is not doing a damn thing about it. Everybody doesn't care. You ask somebody if you voted, they're going to say no. You ask anybody about their political persuasion, they're going to say, I don't know. You want to know why? Because they don't give a damn. And we have people like that idiot Marvin, once again, that are out here desecrating American democracy, desecrating the whole concept of freedom. And let me tell you something, that piece of crap Marvin should be ashamed of himself, and people like him should be ashamed of themselves. Calling up here, saying all kinds of malarkey, saying all kinds of ridiculous scriptures from the Bible that don't mean crap. All right, this is not a religious show. Do you understand that? This is a political and social show, for Christ's sake. I'm tired of Nimrods calling me up and saying, oh, the Bible, or oh, feminism, or oh, communism. Let me tell you something. Provide substance on the debating table, you piece of crap. Provide substance on the debating table. I'm tired of you damn fart knockers sitting out here calling me up, spreading nothing but a bunch of malarkey. And it sounded to me like that idiot Marvin, in my personal opinion, was probably trying to impress some bimbo that was probably there listening to him. All right, I mean, he's probably winning brownie points so he can get into her pants tonight. All right, I bet you money that that's what this was about. And I'm telling you, that this is the goofy crap that men have to do just to get themselves a decent broad out here. It just makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. We need to start worrying about family. We need to start worrying about saving the American family, saving the Western family. We need moral ethos back in America. We need to shun. And I'm telling you, if you see a woman by herself with like 5 kids, you spit on her. You call her a whore. You do whatever it takes. Try to do whatever it takes to dissuade this activity so we can stop this activity. All right?
You see some single mom out there trying to say, oh, my God, I'm a single mom. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got 7 kids. You just tell her to go fuck herself. Spit on that, bro. Spit in her face. Spit in her damn face because she's ruining America. We don't need any more of this crap. We don't need any more of this out-of-wedlock baby-having crap. We don't need any more of the decimation of the American family. We don't need any more of this crap. And the sooner America gets their heads out of their clogged-up colon pipes, the better off we'll be. And Michael Brubaker, senator out of Pennsylvania, who introduced an amendment on that gay marriage bill to outlaw divorce, he was on the right track. And thank you very much, Michael Brubaker. We should outlaw divorce. Anyway, folks, my blood pressure's boiling. I better go. I want you all to bookmark my page if you can, www.blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Hook me up on MySpace. I also have MySpace, myspace.com/ghostpolitics, all one word. Let me know. Hit me up. And listen to some of the archive shows, folks. Listen to some of the archive shows. Anyway, until next time, thank you all for listening. Death to feminism.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.